Hey, all my alopecia girls. We are back with another wig review, and I really think you're going to like this one. First off, get into this makeup, okay? She is giving. Listen, if you're new here, I have CCCA, centrifugal alopecia. I actually just got a haircut, but you can see my hair loss in my crown. And I am now taking minoxidil 2.5 milligrams, so I'll be updating y'all on that. But, baby, let's get into this Butter Lace by Sensational, y'all. You can see I'm too excited. I love Butter Lace. This is probably my second fave under the Kinky Curls and Co line. Oop, this thing was jumping out of my hand. This is in style Crimp Vibe in color 2. And y'all, Butter Lace was probably the first brand of wig that I've got from Sensational, so she will always be near and dear to my heart. And I must say, they have definitely upgraded the packaging, baby. She's all bright and colorful. I was really liking that. Once again, this is in the style Crimp Vibe in color 2. You already know she is HD lace and she's glueless, baby. I ain't even got to say that part, okay? You know, the thing that makes the Butter Lace different and that is that it's an invisible lace. It absorbs the light. It makes it virtually undetectable because it basically melts into all skin tones. And I can say, you know what, or most skin tones, that is definitely the truth for me. Now, when I took this out the pack, I was like, is she a little skimp just a bit? That was just my initial thoughts when I took her out of the pack. But as I got into her, I was like, no, baby, she is just right. You're already seeing the baby hairs. Y'all know that I'm not the biggest fan of the baby hairs, but I must say she made this wig look so natural, okay? I was like, yes, ma'am, for the baby hairs on this unit. Listen, you already know she is giving you that 5-inch hand-tied parting space. You already saw it just a bit. Also, she has clips. So you see the clips there as well as the adjustable band, which is my fave part. Y'all already know that. As well as the adjustable strap on the inside as well. So there are 3 different ways that you can get her on, okay? You can glue her, but y'all already know we prefer a glueless look over here. I think the band, the adjustable band is perfect for us girlies who don't have no hair under here, you know, and it just helps, it just adds that extra secureness. But I was shaking her just a bit, looking at the length. The length is definitely perfect. This color 2, I like color 2, y'all. She is definitely very natural. A black girl black, right? It's not that wiggy, witchy, black. So if you're looking for something bit more natural, definitely go for 2, like what you see here. Now she does come in different colors. The Bellage Ash Blonde, Bellage Chocolate. Bellage Chocolate is definitely my fave. I would love to see that in this unit. Bellage Gold, Bellage Platinum, and Bellage Sunkissed. And I had another wig that was Bellage Sunkissed that was really, really, really cute. But 2 is definitely giving what it needs to give. First off, get into this makeup, okay? At the point that I made this video, it was well through the day, and this look was from 6 in the morning. So yes, ma'am, she definitely held tight and continued to give the girls what needed to be gave. So I just went in and put her on. Definitely soft. Remember I talked about taking her out of the pack, and I was like, is she a little skimp? She is not. She is definitely full. And makes the perfect look. So I just went in to clip those baby hairs back so that I did not cut them. I was very careful of that because I was like, okay, the baby hairs are going to make the unit on this, okay? And in case you didn't know, she is pre-plucked. She has a pre-plucked hairline. Definitely a realistic density, which gives it just a natural, effortless look. And you already see that, baby. Once I cut this lace off, she is melting, okay? I ain't have to put no product or, anything on her to kind of press her down. I just cut it off. I took her out the pack and she gave what it needed to, which is one thing I really like about Sensational in their wig line. It is perfect for my alopecia girlies because if are a beginner girly like me, you ain't trying to do all the cosmetology stuff, right? You just want to take her out and put her on. And yes, ma'am, go and get into her. I started just pulling my hands through her. I could have used the comb, but I just used my hands to just kind of pull out some of the crimp vibes, just to kind of loosen her up a bit. You can keep her as is, or you could do like a really wide tooth comb, or just use your hand like I did here. And she came together perfectly. I was like, okay, this is cute. Listen, okay, girl. Yes, yes. She gave the girls what needed to be gave, most definitely, okay? I was already feeling her as I started to just kind of move my hands through her. Y'all see the baby hairs. Yes, the baby hairs are definitely just adding just that extra realness, that extra realistic, natural view. Yes, y'all, she is synthetic. Putting this thing on, baby, you can't even tell that. Listen, $400 who, okay? She is most likely between $30 to $40. I gotta double check that, and I'm gonna post it in the video, so y'all be sure to go and look at how much she costs. Definitely affordable, I do know that. Went in with my Kenlia Allure wax stick because remember, I want to make her look as realistic as possible. I was starting with my foundation, but I was like, nah, let me go in and let me add just a little bit of heat. You can tell I was really feeling myself. So I went in, just pressed her out just at the top. I did go down just a bit just to loosen out those crimps. Y'all remember crimps back in the day? I never got my real hair crimped. It was something that I always wanted. But I remember seeing the girls. Listen, I'm a millennial, okay? Millennials know about crimps. If you was getting crimps in your hair, you was that girl, okay? You was that girl. Listen, you had crimps on just a regular Tuesday in the fall. It did not have to be a wedding or a birthday. Shout out to the girls who had the crimps back in the day. Are stylists even still crimping hair? Like, do y'all even have the crimp irons? Oh, girl, things have changed, okay? But this wig definitely gives all the nostalgic crimp vibes. I was really just really liking that. So I went in with my hot comb, and then I went back with my concealer. This is just my regular matte concealer. I think I prefer the concealer on the part versus the actual spray that y'all have seen me use before. I feel like the spray was just a bit dark for me. You can see this. All it takes is a little, and it just helps to give more of that skin tone. But honestly, y'all, I really didn't have to do this part. When I put this wig on, I was like, yes, ma'am, she's giving skin, okay? She's giving scalp. But I just went in and did that extra just wig girly hack, and I went in and blended her out as well. And at this point, I was like, yes, ma'am. Okay, drop down in the comments. Let me know, what are you thinking about this look? Would you wear her? What do you think? I think this is definitely the new and improved Butta Lace. Getting to that part. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I would say this is definitely a new and improved Butta Lace. I can tell the difference from my first Butta Lace wig. I am loving her. I had that little flyaway there. I just kind of tucked her back. I probably could have used just a bit of mousse. Listen, you wouldn't even know this thing was glueless if I ain't do the glueless check. You can't even tell. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So just kind of went in, was playing with her just a bit. Drop down in the comments too. Let me know, what do you think about my makeup? Yes, okay. 12 plus hour makeup. I might be a bit of a makeup artist, okay? I'm gonna get into this look as well, y'all. I got this dress from Zara. I actually wore her to a white party at my church, and I got so many compliments, y'all. She gave just a little bit of thigh for Jesus, but he understood, okay, and all was well. Once again, jot down in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my All About Wigs playlist if you want to know what I'm wearing, okay? And I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye.